My name is Bobby Ladd, and I'm a former Compton police detective, gang detective. And I worked the streets of Compton from 1983 to 2001. I worked patrol for the first 5 years, and then the remainder of my career, I worked the gang unit. So I worked the gang unit, then I was promoted to gang homicide investigator. So all the way up from 1988 till 2000, I was a homicide gang investigator. Compton is 10 square miles, and there was not one residential area in Compton that wasn't claimed by a gang. So we had 55 known gangs. When we first started, we were having like 40 to 50 homicides a year, which were a lot for a 10 square mile city. By about 1985, 86, raw cocaine hit the streets and things got crazy. I mean, the gangs start buying more sophisticated weapons. So now we're having shootings with AK-47s and M1 assault rifles with 30 round clips. So from about 1986 till about 1996, we were averaging 70 to 80 homicides a year and probably 1,000 shootings. I mean, every day was complete mayhem out there. My partner was Brennan. Tim was he was a hell of a gang cop. He was a hell of a police officer, but he had one thing. He was 110% all the time. I mean, he had a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other hand, and it was go, 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 go. And he just tore up the streets of Compton, right? And I was his partner, and there was a lot of people that didn't like to ride with him because he never slowed down. I used to say, "Come on, man, take it easy, Tim. Let's kick back for a second." No, he was gun-ho the whole time. So the streets, they knew of this blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy, and they didn't know him as Blondie yet, but he actually arrested DJ Quik, and so DJ Quik knew him. So when he started to get popular, he wrote this song, and it was called Blondie, Cut No Slack, You Fuck With Me, I'll Put a Bullet in Your Back. It was kind of an underground tape. And so everywhere we're going, everyone start calling him Blondie. Blondie, everyone's going, Blondie, everywhere we went, right? It just hit the streets, man. And so finally we talked to somebody that we knew, and he goes, "Hey, DJ Quik, he wrote this song, an underground tape, and everyone's playing it." He goes, "You're famous. He's making you famous, right?" And sure enough, that's how he got his nickname Blondie. And it really, in the long run, it really helped us out because he did become famous in the hood because everybody asked for Blondie when they wanted to talk to somebody, tell us about a shooting or a murder. So PCP was like a drug like I've never seen before. We called it, like, just between the guys, we called it the devil drug because there's two types of PCP. When you smoke PCP, you have a docile PCP, and then you have a violent PCP. A docile PCP is like they're profusely sweating and they're rigid as heck. They're stronger than hell, right? But you can just walk up to them and they're totally out of it and they don't really know what's going on. So you can go up and handcuff them and no. But we'd be out there and we go, uh-oh, a bad batch hit the streets, right? Because we'd get radio calls all over. First time I dealt with a PCPer, he's bashing out windows, cars, he's walking down the street, he's ripping off his clothes, so he's all bloody, he's sweating, and he's stronger than hell. So now you gotta take this guy down. So we'd have like 5 or 6 cops, and we'd have somebody distract him in the front, and then we'd run up and tackle him, and just gang tackle him and take him into custody. But man, there was a couple of times that these PCPers would just throw you off. I mean, they're just strong. You have to deal with them to really understand, but they're like way stronger than they're supposed to be. And plus you can't get a grip on them because they're sweating and they're bleeding and it just was crazy, man. When I first started, we had these sergeants carried around these nets in their trunks. And so when I first started, they took you out and showed you how to use them. And you'd take out this net, and it was like a 10 by 10 net. And what happens is you'd throw it over the PCP, and then you'd pull it, and it would come together, and it'd sweep their feet out. So they tried it a couple times, but these guys were fighting, and now you got to get the net off them, right? So it was like, who came up with this idea? So needless to say, we never really used the net. We never even called for a supervisor. We just dealt with it ourselves.